This is the all-new 2019 Mazda 3. I've been flown to Northern California to get away from the snow in order to find more snow, in order to test this car today and tomorrow, in fact. But before I tell you about my driving impressions, let's just do a quick walk around of what Mazda has done. And in no uncertain terms, what it is that they have done is created the most premium looking, sharpest, most dynamic, pretty, compact car you can buy today in North America. In an interesting twist, for the first time ever in my 20+ year career of doing this job, I prefer the sedan over the hatchback. However, I believe you'll agree with me when I say that the Sport is still impressively good looking. The front end, it's so simple. It's so complex at the same time. Yes, the car is dirty. I've been driving it all day. This color too, poly something gray. I'm sorry, I forgot what it is. There are many things to say about this car. Yeah, let's take a look on the inside. Actually, this might be the best angle. Look at that. It looks like the Kai concept. It's unbelievable. And if you do take a closer look at the body on this car, there are no straight lines. It's unbelievable. Well, this is the new font for the Mazda 3 with the all-important all-wheel drive badge, which is the reason why I'm here in Northern California. Trunk, decent size, not very big, but bigger than a number of its competitors. And are you ready for this? This is what's new also for 2019 with the GT leather interior. Red is an option. Now, one thing about the car, it's not very big on the inside, and the way the roof line is cut, it can be dangerous if you're over 5'10" to get in and out of, so you gotta tilt your head in order to get in. And that would be the primary complaint. The space on the inside, or at least a sense of space. You can't really see there, but the C-pillars are enormous. And the windowed surface is very small. It's all designed, but still. Headroom, I'm 5'10". There isn't much. But elbow room is good. Leg room is quite good as well. That's my driving position. That's the new dash. It is beautiful. I'll get to that in a few seconds. You can sit 3 across. It can be done. But you can get a little claustrophobic in here just to get an idea. If your head is level, that's your rear glass surface. Anyhow, attention to detail, design, textures, unbelievable. Speaking of design and textures, Bose audio system. Look at that speaker grill, completely beautiful. And the interior, the seats completely redesigned as well, unbelievably supportive and comfortable. And here we go, start her up. Mazda's done a lot of work in here. That is a 7-inch digital display, if you will, which is standard on all cars. That's the new 8.8-inch screen. You know, the refresh rate is making it look weird, but the graphics are as good as any other car currently available. It is not touchscreen. That is a new feature. The screen is further back than it used to be before. It's all about safety and a driver-centric, or not distracting the driver. That's what the new Mazda 3 is all about. In fact, that's what Mazda's technology going forward is going to be all about, the driver and no distraction. So this is your sole, actually one of 2 ways to access the menus on a screen. And you do have options on the steering wheel. The armrest is much bigger than it used to be. Completely comfortable, perfectly set up. Sport drive mode, which is okay, it doesn't do much per se, but it works. The new volume knob now has a selection for scrolling forward and back in your songs, and it is actually a mute and on and off function. Yeah, all the switch gear is now different. The tactility is different. The haptic feeling, there's rubber and metal mixed in there. It feels extremely premium. It's very, very nice. Anyhow, the interior, everything about the interior is beautiful. The legroom is fantastic. The support when you're driving, oh, what a car. It is as beautiful to look at as it is to drive. So, yeah, now the sun is completely out and my shadow's in the shot, but wow, wowee. And the all-wheel drive, okay, so yeah, base price for the front-wheel drive 2-liter manual sedan is $18,000. And at the complete other end of the spectrum is this car, which is a GT Premium that retails for $31,500. $400, but as you can well tell, it's got all the bells and whistles and the styling and the content. Without hesitation, I can tell you that the new 2019 Mazda 3, in this case, the Sport all-wheel drive, is absolutely fantastic to drive. Mazda has managed to make what was already an excellent driver's car even better. And it's not through all kinds of crazy dynamic enhancements. Yes, there are a few of those, but it's in elevating the level of refinement. Overall, the NVH is fabulously controlled. This 2.5 liter engine, the SKYACTIV G, was notoriously buzzy, but now it's quiet. Even at speeds of like 80 miles an hour, my driving partner and I could have a normal conversation. If I was to say one negative thing though about the SKYACTIV G 2.5, for the application, the power, the 186 horsepower is okay. I mean, you're not going to win any drag races with this unless it's snowy outside and you're racing a front-wheel drive Corolla. That's about it. Otherwise, steering is beautiful. It loads up quickly in a very linear fashion. They revamped the brake pedal feel. So now you have to dip into the brake pedal in order to get a little bit more braking response. So there's no grabbiness at the under immediate pressure. So you just have to get on anyway. You really get the impression that you're in control. And I think that might be one of the most important characteristics of the way this car drives. It is one of the very rare in its segment, in many segments in fact, where the driver is actually important. It's uncanny. I mean, the roads we were driving, like switchbacks, constant back and forth. Mazda's torque vectoring is seamless, yet immediately efficient. I mean, just even on liftoff, we could feel the rear end just want to kind of kick out just ever so slightly, but the torque vectoring kind of just reeled it back in. The ESP also seamless, works beautifully with it. The all-wheel drive system itself, we did notice a little bit of front wheel spin under very hard acceleration, but never, even on some kind of greasy, muddy surfaces, did we notice that there was a real tangible delay. To sum it up, the drive is phenomenal. I'm gonna go so far as to say if the Volkswagen Golf was somewhere at or near the top, if not on top, of the most pleasurable and enjoyable to drive, dare I say the Mazda 3 has met it, matched it, and surpassed it in certain levels. This is quite an accomplishment on Mazda's behalf. This SKYACTIV business is for real. Oh, and the 6-speed automatic transmission, standard with the all-wheel drive, is beautiful. 6 gears are all that you need. You get paddle shifters depending on the trim, and they work really well. I am truly and absolutely excited about this car. Mostly because all the ingredients are now in place for the next Mazda speed. All-wheel drive, great platform. And the 2.5 already exists, a turbo. Oh. Anyhow, that's it. This is a fabulous car.